All right, so back with a tutorial on how to mass upload athletes into your account. So if you are an organization or an athletic department or even a larger team that wants to quickly upload your roster into the Loden Sports account that you'll be able to log into on your iOS device to test your athletes, you can do it much faster than adding them one by one in the app, which is a nice option on the fly. But with advanced preparation, you can come into the athletes tab on the Quarry, quarry.lodensports.com, and you can click on add athlete. You can download our CSV template. When you do that, open that up. Now, there are required fields, and that's why you're watching this tutorial. And there are a few things that you do need to pay attention to, which I'm going to show you. And it is very easy. Okay, so what we can do here is we can enter an athlete's name. Let's say we're copying and pasting from a different Excel sheet or a different CSV file. You can copy your athletes in. Athlete, we'll say these are football players, athlete football 1. And we drag that down, so now we have 16 football athletes here, and we will go football@gmail.com. Okay, we'll say they all have the same email, and they are all male. We will enter in, and you can see, if you look real quick, before I put in the date of birth, there's a format. This is the format that we need in order to properly ingest the date of birth into the system. So if you punch in a date of birth like this, that is perfectly fine. Okay, I'm going to pull this down. You need to go up here where it says date under the number format and go to more number formats. And you need to select this number format, the third one from the bottom, where it is the full year dash the month dash the day. Okay, because we want it to be in that format, again, to properly read it into the database. And this is a very important part of adding athletes to your system. The date of birth is what accounts for the age, and the age is what accounts for whether it is being compared to a younger athlete or being compared to an elite physically mature athlete. Okay, so we click OK on that. You can see everything is properly formatted. And then the last piece that we need are their weights. Everything else beyond this is going to be optional or something that you can edit at a later date. If you have these things, go ahead and fill them in. If not, don't worry about it. The last one that I'm going to show you here is this group. So if you want to put players in groups, you can do that very easily through using this. So we'll say that the first 10 athletes are all varsity football players. They will go into group varsity football, right? We'll go down to 10, and then the rest of these guys are on JV football. So now we have created these groups that don't currently exist in the system, or if they do, they'll automatically get fed into these groups. Okay, so we will now save this. Okay, and now we will upload our athletes template. 16 athletes ready to be added. Click add athletes down here on the bottom. It will let you know that you're successful. If it comes up red that you are unsuccessful, there's a good chance that you didn't do the date format correctly, or maybe you were missing an email somewhere. So make sure you follow the tutorial that I put together closely. First name, last name, email, date of birth, gender, weight. Everything else is optional. Okay, but now you'll see, hold on, we got to force the refresh here now that this thing has been updated, and there are your varsity football and your JV football groups. So now we'll click just varsity football. Sure enough, there are your first 10 athletes, and you can view just your varsity football group. So when there's data in the system, you'll be able to go back into overview, and you'll be able to view just data on your varsity football team or just JV football based on those groups. Same thing with the detailed data as well. Okay, let's go back in here. All right, we uploaded our 16 athletes. Okay, athlete football 1. Turns out we got his birth date wrong. He's not happy about that, so let's just go ahead. It's actually October 13th. All right, and he's not 200 pounds. He's 197. He's a very particular athlete, that one. Anyway, we'll save that. That's now updated, and you can see when we click on that that's been updated. Super easy to use, and the mass upload feature is a very helpful feature when trying to get going. So all of these changes that I just made here, all of these athletes that I just uploaded here, have been reflected when you log in on the app with the same credentials. When you log into the app, those groups that you've created here through that CSV and through uploading it into the quarry, those groups appear on the app side. So there's nothing more that you need to do on that side, making your life as easy as possible. And that's how you mass upload athletes into the Loden Sports Quarry and into your Loden Sports Performance Lab app account.